Yeah. The life of Skonie, car enthusiast, the one and only. Hot car hauling, doing house rehabs and concerts with his homies. Also real estate, he gotta invest, come see the vibes. The big homie, life of Skonie, just make sure that you subscribe. Good morning. It's a nice sunny morning too. What's up, guys? Back on this road, right? So I was gonna do a live, but that didn't work out. So I'm gonna do a pre-recorded. For the first time in a long time, I got some coffee. Like I said in the previous video, this place I stop and get fuel from is typically not open, but today it was open. Met a nice person from my hometown of Chicago. Lady named Miss Tony. She recognized my sock shirt. Asked me, was I a Sox fan? Not really. I just went to more Sox games than Cubs games. I probably went to like 2 Cubs games, and my uncle used to have season tickets behind home plate, the Sox games, so I went to the Sox games a little bit more. But enough for that. So, let's get to it. All my truckers, how y'all doing? Hope y'all got them wheels turning, right? I just wanted to speak on D.O.T. inspections, right? D.O.T. inspections are brutal sometimes, right? So, like I always preach, safety and, good maintenance. Keep the road safe, right? That'll keep the D.O.T. officers off your back, man, I promise you. And I encourage all of y'all, man, if you're thinking about getting into HotShot or the trucking business at all, transportation, like, check out all the videos, man. Mine out all the different YouTubers that, cause I'm telling you, like, you get different experiences from different people, so you need as much experience as you can get. You know what I mean? I watched a lot of people. Check out Mac TV. Check out. I don't think Low Miser still posting much, but still the old videos they got value. So check out Low Miser. Check out HotShot Benny. Even Toe Piglet, man. Like, even their old videos gonna give you some insight. It's always better to learn from the mistakes of others than to just make them yourself. It's cool. I mean, look, I encourage ambition, right? I encourage people to try things, but at the same time, get as much insight as you can, because you can avoid some potholes, so to speak, some hurdles. Somebody already encountered it, and maybe they had a rough time with it, but then you don't have to, because they did. You know what I mean? So I encourage ambition. I encourage people to step out on faith and try new things, get into new things to grow. But like I said, get some insight, because right now I'm sure you got a job. Hopefully, you're doing something to earn money. So don't just immediately jump out of it to jump into this. Like, get you some insight, get you some education, so to speak. Like, as far as, it's cool, like if you're in trucking school, great, you're learning how to drive the truck. But watch videos to learn how to do the business, learn how to navigate through the business of it, how to meet brokers and all the things associated. Just get a good amount of education on how this stuff works, because it'll help you tremendously. I'm telling you, I worked 2 years in a machine shop. Well, I was actually there for 8 years, but for my last 2 years, I was literally every day watching videos on YouTube about trucking, about a bunch of other things too, but things that I was interested in. I watched video after video after video, and you know, YouTube is a part of the internet, and people say you can't lie on the internet, which is the biggest lie you ever heard. And I mean, people will misrepresent things, you know. So that's the reason I say watch a lot of videos, because you can mine out the lies if you watch enough videos. Because you listen to this guy, you listen to that guy, you hear what I gotta say, and then, you know, put your common sense into it. Things will make sense. You know, you can see the integrity of people. Like I said, check out Mac TV, because he likes to show how much money he's making. I'm not into that, because I'm not trying to convince you to do this, you know. And I'm not saying he's wrong for doing it. That's great. I mean, Max showing his receipts as far as like how much he made didn't apply to me, because I don't do freight. So, you know, while he's doing some phenomenal numbers and stuff when he first started out, like I said, if you into that and you thinking about getting into freight, you got some good insight. But if you're not thinking about getting into freight, which I didn't, I haul cars, still just talking about the equipment, how he started, you know, how it goes on the road, all that stuff still applies to me. So that's why I watch his content. And again, I still watch his content just to continue my support, you know, because it costs me nothing. And as long as people have good content that's insightful and education, I mean, I got no problem with them. I'm here for it. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm on the YouTube space for, to help educate and to be educated at the same time. So we're a community. You know what I mean? So same with HotShot Benny. HotShot Benny used to get a bad rep from some people, but I mean, he was just out here showing you that he's learning. You know what I mean? Showing the bumps in the roads. He made a lot of mistakes that I wouldn't have made, but again, his experience and mine is different. You know what I mean? Number one, he's younger than me. I will say this: he got a leg up on me, because that man got a father that was already in the game plenty of years. You know what I mean? So, you know, some could say he making mistakes he shouldn't have made, but at the same time, just like anybody, a lot of people, a lot of children of successful people in certain spaces, sometimes the children want to just learn on their own, right? So maybe that was his situation. I just want to get out here. I want to figure it out on my own. And he figuring it out. So, man, shout out to Benny, man, and Pops, and the rest of the team. Like, man, I support these people, because, man, at the end of the day, in my opinion, they good people. And they learned me a lot. You know, I learned a lot from Benny, the good and the bad. You know, and I like his channel. That's the thing. You just gotta get good amount of knowledge about it, and at some point, as they say, don't get caught up in analysis paralysis, where you just at some point it's only gonna, like, you got about 80 to 90% of the information that you need, and you don't really have to find that other 10, 15, 20%. It's about time to get out there and get that extra, like I said, and using Benny as an example. And this is, again, it's not, you know, my opinion or what I know. I'm just like an guesstimation, an assumption. Like, you know, maybe he got out here, asked his dad a little bit. I'm pretty sure he asked his dad some things. And again, he's like, I got enough. I'm ready to go. You feel me? I learned the rest on the way. And I mean, it didn't put him in a bad situation. It put him in some temporary bad situations, like getting put out of service. It ain't the greatest thing. I done been put out of service. I was actually put out of service the first time I got out here on the road, because I jumped out here with electronic logs. No, I didn't even have paper logs. I was like, man, I'm gonna go get this money, man. And I got on the road, and I got about an hour outside of Nashville. I was headed to Birmingham, and so at the time, my truck only has the stock fuel tank was a 26-gallon fuel tank. So I didn't even get out of the state. I got to right to the border, almost to the border of Alabama, and I got off the interstate. As I was about to turn under the interstate, I saw a trooper had a HotShot truck basically pulled over. You know, it was a dually with like one of these flatbed freight goosenecks, mostly for hauling freight. It wasn't a car hauler, you know, but it was empty. He had no freight, right? And my cousin, who put me, you know, introduced me to this lifestyle, whatever. He's like, oh, you don't never got to worry about getting pulled over when you don't have a load. And the first time I see somebody pulled over, they don't have a load, and I'm like, what could he possibly be bothering this guy about, right? The downside was I had no fuel or low fuel, and I get off at this exit, and the gas station is like, it's not like a truck stop, and it's literally 50 feet from where he got this guy pulled over. It's a little small 4-pump station, and at the time I'm waiting to get a spot, so my trailer's out in the road. I'm like, I'm just asking for it, right? So I turn around and get my trailer out of the street, out of the road, and I get in the lot, and lo and behold, man, as soon as I pull up to the pump, here comes the trooper. He pulls on side of me. I'm like, I know he's gonna come mess with me, man. He pulls up and he's like, how you doing? I'm Officer such and such, man. I'm just gonna give you a level 1. I'll be done by the time you're done fueling up. So give him all my credentials that I have. You know, he goes through, he does an inspection. And like I said, from day one, I've been about safety. You know, I bought my trailer new. You know, I bought it used. I got a good, I paid like $5,000. Yeah, I paid $5,000 for my 2 car. It was a 2019. And it was not even a year old. It may have been only about 8 months. But some young guys had it in Illinois. They just had a bent, one of the legs was bent. Fixed that. All new brakes, all new tires. You know what I mean? Same with the truck. You know, road ready. So I figured I'd pass the inspection, which I did. He comes back and he's like, oh yeah, you good to go, man. I just need to check your logs and you out of here. I was like, yo, I don't have logs. He's like, you don't have paper logs? Nah, I don't have logs. I had, because I ordered Keep Trucking and it was in the mail. I was ready to go make some money, man. So he's like, well, I tell you what, you can go in there in that store, see if they got paper logs, which they didn't. It was a regular, gas station. He's like, well, it's a truck stop a couple miles up the road. He's like, I'm gonna follow you down there. This is what we gonna do. He's like, if they got paper log, if they got paper book, you buy it, and I'll let you fill it out, and I'll let you head on your way. If they don't, I'll put you out of service. So I'm like, cool. So I'm riding down the road, I'm crossing my fingers, toes. And I get down there, and lo and behold, they had the book. Great. I buy it, come outside, I get to walk up to his car, he's sitting in the driver's seat, window down. I'm like, I got the book, and he's like, he's on the phone, he's on his cell phone. I hear him talking, and he's like, yeah, he's got that, and I'm just like, okay, he's talking about me. And he's like, alright, yep, got you, alright. Gets off the phone, he goes, well, I got good news and bad news. But before he got off the phone, he's like, how far did you say you drive from? I said, I just left Nashville, about 100-something miles, whatever. He's like, all right, get back on the phone. That's how I knew he was talking to me. Yeah, he's like, I got good news and bad news. Bad news is, yeah, you gotta have ELD. No ifs, ands, buts. about it. You don't have it, so gotta put you out of service. The good news is, since you only drove so many miles, I forget what it was, but basically the mileage that I had driven, he's like, I gotta put you out of service, but I'll let you go home. So I hightailed it back to the house. I'm not gonna lie to you, I honestly started looking on the phone for like routes to go, like hit the back road and go ahead and cross the county, like the state line. I mean, just buck it. But I was like, nah, go ahead and shoot to the crib. I shot home, filled out that paper log, took me a nap. I just headed out, and I headed out the next morning. I just did it with the paper logs. Like I said, I just tell them my ELD was down. That's the only time you can use it. But other than that, man, like I said, I usually have good interactions with D.O.T. officers and state troopers because I keep my stuff in order. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'll tell you no lie. I need to get my truck inspected. It's expired. I've been pulled over twice since it's been expired, and they just don't pay attention to it. I guess, because I got this notebook, and again, shout out to Load Miser. He suggested having this binder. Now I'm gonna tell you, I just thought it was a great idea. Get this binder, and I've got all my stuff in here, insurance, registrations, and the D.O.T. medical card, big print of it. Everything's in there, and like I said, I've been stopped 4 times, and only 1 out of the 4 times, no, actually 2. So I'm 50-50 basically. 2 officers were like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I just need this and this. You can keep all that. And the other 2 were like, hey, yeah, just give me the whole thing. I like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's 50-50. I'm 50-50. So 50%. But for the 2 officers that wanted it, great. That was a great thing. For the 2 officers that didn't, I still think it was a good thing because they're like, okay, you got your stuff in order. It's kind of more like, I see you got your stuff in order. It's fine. I don't need all that. You know what I mean? And like I said, and I had good interactions with him. Just one guy was a bit of a jerk, but in the name of doing his job. But like I said, some law enforcement can overdo their job. There's some people out here on these roads in all aspects of life, as far as not just truckers, but people, just regular civilians in regular civilian vehicles that don't need to be on the road, man. They really just don't need to be on the road. I've seen guys, Load Miser, he's posted a few things that just shouldn't be on the road, man. I seen a guy that had a car hauler, right? Like maybe a 2-car hauler, like mine, a gooseneck, and he literally, I guess he got he drove a car on the ramps, and it just had just enough room on the back to get the front 2 wheels on the back of the trailer to where you can get the ramps off, and basically he had the two front wheels of a vehicle on the back of a regular gooseneck car hauler. He just strapped the 2 front tires, like both front tires were strapped to the trailer as if it was on there, but the back wheels were hanging off, and he was running up the road. And I'm like, that ain't safe, buddy. That is not safe at all. But I mean, it's crazy. There's a lot of crazy very good English. She did. They were from Texas, and this was in I want to say it was in Alabama. He drove from Texas to Alabama. And he came to pick up a car, and he didn't know. I guess this is his first time going to Copart, so he didn't know he had to like register online, book the appointment, and all that good stuff. So I was helping him out. I was like, I was helping her help him. So I'm explaining to her, like, download this app and, put all your information in. And at some points, it asks you for your driver's license number. And the guy had no driver's license. I was like, he doesn't have a driver's license. And she was like, no, he doesn't have a driver's license. I have a driver's license. I was like, well, you might want to have to register yourself. But I'm just thinking, like, how did you drive from Texas with no driver's license? And you're hauling cars. Hey, man. I've seen it all, man. I've seen a lot. And it's like, I get it. So I'm on the side of safety. I dare say right or wrong. It's not right, but definitely I'm on the side of safety because I want to make it home. I want everyone else to make it home. Look at me. I don't even my seat. But safety. Everyone should be safe out here on the road. And again, this is how you keep the D.O.T. officers off your neck. Keep it safe. Let's all make it to our destinations, back to the house. So you'll be able to do all this stuff again. I mean, if you're tired, take a nap. Shut it down. Skip a day. Whatever you gotta do. The money, you can't spend it if you're not here. So, and again, I always say it's people here that love you, that want you here. A lot of y'all I don't know, but if you become a subscriber and you watch these videos, and I see your comments, we're getting to know each other. So, like I said, I want to see everyone win. I don't want to see fatalities on the road. I hate to see very bad accidents. And I'm fortunate enough to say I haven't seen very many in my year on this road. I've seen a few, especially in Atlanta. It's not a pretty sight, and it's not something I want to see. Ever. I really don't care to see it. So let's just stay safe. Safety starts with you. Don't get too distracted. Yeah, I make videos driving, but I watch the road more than I watch the camera. I like to get set up before I get on the road. If I'm gonna watch the videos, I'll find them overnight, make a playlist. If I'm gonna listen to some stuff on, off YouTube or what have you. I got my daily stuff, and as I always say, hit me up, man. DJ Tone Skonie at Gmail. If you got any questions, you wanna pick my brain on some stuff, we can set some things up. That's the Skinny. Let's be safe. Keep the D.O.T. officers at bay. Being one of the good ones. Being one of the ones that care about the safety of others. Protecting yourself, protecting others. Let's be able to make these videos and make this money on this road, right? So that about wraps it up, man. Just keep it in mind. Stay safe. Preventive maintenance, continued maintenance, and just stay on top of it. So, as always, I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're on the road to 1,000. We're on the road to 1,000, right? That's the first milestone. If you already a subscriber, man, I thank you much. And like I said, in the road ahead, I'm gonna have some things for all my subscribers. I'm gonna try to bless everybody. I'm gonna start with 1 or 2. I'm gonna see who's gonna be my all-stars, man. People that rock with me from my day one, so to speak. a seat at the table. Like I said, I appreciate you, because you can watch anybody. And like I said, I'm not a hater. I encourage you to watch other people. You don't have to just watch me, but I appreciate you watching me. Let's build a community, and let's be safe, and let's grow together. I'm for it. If you for it, we're for it. Let's do it. So, appreciate the time, love, support, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, man. You know, I do a little bit. I make a little content. You know, might not be the greatest entertainer on YouTube, but I'm not here to entertain. I'm mostly here to inform with a touch of entertainment. I'm down for it. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications when I drop videos like this. These little chill videos, breaking stuff down as I break it down. And anybody got any insight, man, drop a comment, man. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up to help with the algorithm. If you don't like these videos, but if you made it this far for some reason, I mean, you don't like it, you always can hit the dislike button. I appreciate it. Just to let YouTube know you saw it, you ain't like it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they recommend people. Ironically, if you always thumb it down stuff, they'll start recommending videos to get a high rate of dislikes. It seems like you like video. You like to watch videos that you don't like. See how that works? Anywho, again, you could have been watching anybody, but you chose to watch this video this time, and I just want to let you know I appreciate it greatly, greatly, greatly. And until next time, man, if nobody told you, somebody loves you. Might not be me, because I don't know you, but I do care about everyone. But again, somebody loves you. And if you feel like nobody loves you, don't do that to yourself, because I'm telling you, somebody loves you. Realize and recognize who those people are, and show them a little appreciation. Show them a little appreciation. Matter of fact, show them a lot of appreciation. Because for some people, love is hard to find. And I ain't talking about relationship love. I'm talking about just genuine love, like the love you get from a mother and a father. Because I had that love growing up. I got that love in my life. And it's not from everyone. And I don't need it to be from everyone. And you don't need it to be from everyone. If you got one person in your life that genuinely cares about you, you got the whole world in your hands, man. Because that one person in God is all you need. Honestly, if you feel like you don't have that one person, it's okay, because you still got God. But I think everyone has at least one person. And a lot of times you just don't realize who that person is, because they want it to be everyone. And I don't want a little mini rant right there, but listen, somebody loves you. Don't ever forget that. I appreciate you. You are appreciated now. Come back here, you always appreciate it. And I will do my best to show everyone that's watching that I do appreciate you. Until next time.